Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Chemeketa Stars Reception, an annual event during which we recognize the tremendous generosity of our scholarship donors and our inspiring student scholarship recipients in a celebration of community. Each year at Stars, we connect donors and students, and it is a moving experience, a time to say thank you to our donors and to recognize how far our students have come with the benefit of scholarship support. This year, our STARS event is virtual, and we recognize that the accomplishments we celebrate today were all the more challenging to achieve given the recent context. The year 2020 was an unprecedented and tremendously difficult year for our world, country, state, and region. The Chemeketa community weathered the storm of the COVID-19 pandemic, social unrest, nearby wildfires, and in early 2021, a debilitating winter weather event. The college was challenged too, beginning with the transition of close to 1,700 face-to-face courses into a remote format within a 2-week period, but made it through these many months in a way that makes me extremely proud, putting students first, innovating and growing, and caring for others. Our biggest concern throughout the past year has been for the well-being of our students. Their challenges pre-pandemic only grew with the many dimensions of instability brought about by the public health crisis. Thankfully, our donors continued giving with open hearts. Students were able to access emergency funding when they needed it most and apply for and receive scholarships to help them over the long haul. These gifts helped Chemeketa students address housing and food insecurity, continue with their studies, and succeed in the face of increasing challenges. Their future is inextricably linked to their ability to stay engaged in college, and scholarships have made the critical difference during these extreme times. Thank you, donors, for making Chemeketa students a part of your caring community. Thank you, students, for finding the strength and resilience to continue to pursue your dreams. And thanks to all of you for making Chemeketa a place where students succeed and where our collective future is bright and full of promise.
Indeed, the future is bright and full of promise, and today we'll hear firsthand from our scholarship recipients why this is true. If this is your first STARS event, you'll want to have a box of tissues close by. Normally, we celebrate our stars in person, but this year, since we don't want to miss the opportunity to celebrate our donors and our scholarship recipients, we asked everyone in the program to become instant videographers and on-screen personalities. That was no simple task. Our participants battled with background noise, lighting issues, and difficulties relating to emailing large video files. But everyone was a good sport about this and muscled their way through, creating authentic stories that came straight from their hearts. Let's hear some of those stories now, and here to introduce some of our scholarship recipients is Lori Bergen, representing our presenting gold sponsor, Willamette Valley Medical Center.
Hello, my name is Lori Bergen, and I'm the CEO of Willamette Valley Medical Center. We are thrilled to partner with Chemeketa Community College to support their programs. We are privileged to support their students, and they in turn support our workforce. When we collaborate, we all succeed together. Success through partnerships, that's what it's all about. Higher education allows people to pursue their passion, find their place in the world. It develops critical thinking skills and provides a lifelong sense of accomplishment. It allows for personal growth and independence. Higher education promotes the personal development that will assist graduates in meeting the challenges of life and work. It is a launching point that allows one to reach their potential. We have a long association with Chemeketa, especially in the area of providing nursing scholarships. I myself have been a registered nurse for 42 years now, and I was a scholarship recipient when I went to college. It's all about people helping people, giving back so promising students can be successful doing what they love, then turn around and help others. We hire a lot of Chemeketa nursing graduates. They come to us well prepared, and we love to help them grow in the field. Nursing school is hard. If we can help ease their way by relieving some of the financial stress, we are happy to do it. We are committed to working with Chemeketa in support of its students and its community, and I'm excited to introduce some students who have benefited from nursing scholarships this past year.
Hi, my name is Natalie Lawson, and I am one of the recipients of the Willamette Valley Medical Center Scholarship. And I graduated from the Chemeketa Medical Assisting Program in 2021, March of 2021. And I just want to say the biggest thank you to you guys for your support and your kindness and your generosity financially, and just also for supporting me with my journey as an MA, because it made such a big impact in my life. And when I received that scholarship, it definitely brought tears to my eyes, because especially during this time, with finances, it's not so easy. And so you guys definitely brought such a great light of support into my life, and I just can't thank you guys enough. I currently work as a medical assistant. I work as a pediatric medical assistant, and I absolutely adore what I do. I love working with babies and kiddos, and even the parents too. It's been such a joy making those sweet relationships, and just meeting all sorts of new people. So it's been such a fun, and just the world of pediatrics has been so uniquely interesting to learn more about. I love the physician that I work under. She's amazing. And the people that I work with, it's just been such a joy. I just thank you guys so much, and thank you so much for your love, your kindness, your generosity, and just everything you do. And I just want to say I hope you guys are blessed tremendously, and you have blessed me tremendously. So I thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity, and with so much gratitude, thank you, thank you.
Hi, my name is Shauna, and I am a first-year nursing student at Chemeketa. I am also a recipient of the Eileen and Stuart Hirsch Nursing Scholarship. Although I was pretty surprised to get this scholarship, I am very, very thankful for it, because as I'm sure we all know, life can come with some very unexpected changes and challenges. And unfortunately for me, one of those has been going through a divorce. I am also working full-time while being a nursing student. This scholarship has helped provide some relief from my financial obstacles, which are paying a mortgage on my own now and paying for my tuition out of pocket. I have always been passionate about healthcare and the medical field, and I have wanted to become a nurse for as long as I can remember. So I am very excited to be a nursing student at Chemeketa, even though it's been challenging. When I graduate Chemeketa, I would like to become a labor and delivery nurse, and then continue my education to get my master's degree and become a nurse practitioner. I would like to thank Eileen and Stuart Hirsch for my nursing scholarship and helping to support my dream, and to all of the other donors at Chemeketa who help nursing students. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Courtney Luker. I'm in my senior year at Chemeketa, and I'm currently finishing up the Chemeketa nursing program. The scholarship that I received is the Hillside Foundation Nursing Scholarship. This scholarship has helped me in many ways. Nursing school has been extremely hard, and having the scholarship to help pay for my schooling so I can focus more on school and accomplish my dream of becoming an RN has meant so much to me. So I couldn't thank Hillside Foundation Nursing Scholarship more.
Hello, my name is Jenny Lorenz, and I received the Charlotte Richards Kreitzberg Memorial Scholarship. I'm a current second-year nursing student, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for this scholarship. I knew I wanted to be a nurse from the time that I was 12, and it would not have been possible without the scholarship opportunity. And I graduate in June, and I look forward to working at Salem Health and helping other people in our community. Thank you again.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Hoekstrom. This is my 4th year attending Chemeketa. I spent the first 2 years working on my transfer degree, but I didn't end up transferring because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I've been working as a bartender since. I spent my 3rd year getting the nursing prerequisites done, and this year I was accepted into the nursing program, and I was lucky enough to receive the Chemeketa Hillside Foundation Nursing Scholarship, which has been an awesome gift for me, especially given the circumstances that the pandemic has created. My work schedule has been constantly fluctuating due to new restrictions imposed from the state, and the nursing program has also been fluctuating with our clinical sites, the clinical dates, and all the restrictions that the hospital is imposing on the nursing students. So being able to step away from work and open up my schedule to the nursing program has been great for me. It has alleviated a lot of the stress and a lot of the conflict, and I haven't had to worry about the financial repercussions of stepping away from work. So I'm very, very thankful for that. My goal in this program is to achieve my LPN license at the end of this year, go on to take my NCLEX and achieve my RN license, and then continue to get my bachelor's. I don't know what field of nursing that I plan to pursue. However, my goal is to continue learning Spanish so that way I don't require a medical translator with my patients. I feel like speaking 2 languages will be able to improve the amount of care that I can provide to a wider variety of people. So that's my goal right now. I will figure out what field, hopefully through clinical rotations and exposure. To everybody that donated to the Hillside Foundation Nursing Scholarship, I wish that I could thank you in person, but obviously circumstances do not allow that. So to every individual that is helping to support me, I want to say thank you, and I truly appreciate it.
Hello, my name is Lindsay Moffitt. I am a first-year nursing student at Chemeketa Community College and a recipient of the Betsy Belshaw Nursing Scholarship. I started at Chemeketa in 2017 with my prerequisites and got accepted into the program in fall of 2020, which has been a huge honor as well as a very rewarding challenge. Balancing school and raising a small child has been extremely difficult, and to me this scholarship has afforded me the opportunity to be able to take time off of work to be able to focus on school, which has been really, truly essential to my success in the program. I would like to say thank you to Betsy Belshaw and all of the donors who help to support nursing students. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Ken Hector. I serve on the Chemeketa Community College Board of Education as well as the Chemeketa Foundation Board. I'm there because I firmly believe in the value of higher education as a key to economic opportunity and a pathway to success in life. Many of our students are first time attending higher education facilities. Often they experience both food and housing insecurity and face real challenges living at or below the poverty line. For most of them, they could not attend community college but for some type of scholarship assistance. That's where Chemeketa Foundation shines in bringing community college within the grasp of our students. I hope you will join me in supporting that mission of student success. It's a road we need to go down. We are so grateful to our partners for being able to work with them to create programs to satisfy the needs of an ever-changing workforce. It's their future, it's their need, and the need is now, and the need is great. please again join me in supporting our mission, which is promoting student success. Help us help those students to enter the workforce, earn family wages, and succeed. Thank you.
This last year has definitely been chaotic and unstable, and this scholarship has allowed us to take a little bit of the load, the financial burden off of our shoulders, and that's relieved a little bit of stress in our lives, and that's meant a lot. My goal is to graduate the VC program and find a job in the Yamhill County or McMinnville area so that I can give back to the community that's really, fostered and raised my family and I. And I want to thank again the Sunrise Rotary Foundation of McMinnville for seeing something in me and investing in my future. And I want to thank Chemeketa Community College for giving me the opportunity.
My goal for the future is to earn my Associate of Arts transfer degree so that I can transfer to Southern Oregon University, where I hope to earn my bachelor's degree in creative writing. With it, I want to tell the stories of those who need and want to be heard, and to create narratives of entertainment in all kinds of genres and media. Again, thank you so much to the First Interstate Bank for this scholarship, as you are helping me to further my education and to pursue my dreams.
Without the scholarship, I would have not made it through this year. It would have made it very difficult without having financial help from the scholarship. It was a blessing and an honor to see that the donors of the Cascade Steel Rolling Mill Scholarship saw potential in me. Receiving that email that I was awarded the scholarship gave me a rush of adrenaline. It was insane. A girl from the small town of Dayton, Oregon, given this opportunity to be able to be a chemical engineer. I couldn't thank you enough. This scholarship has helped me to one day achieve my goal, and I cannot thank Cascade Steel Rolling Mills donors enough for this opportunity.
Hello, my name is Genosef Quixote, and I am a second-year student at Chemeketa, earning my Associate of Applied Science degree in horticulture. This year, I was lucky to receive the Polk County Master Gardeners Association Scholarship, which has been largely responsible for my academic year. With COVID-19 and all of the safety measures that we as a community and we as a family have had to adopt, finding work during this time is extremely difficult as someone who is immunocompromised, someone with a limited skill set, and someone who has really funky hours. And so I'm fortunate to take advantage of this great pause, as many people call it, to continue my higher education. I am a full-time student, and in addition I have 2 children who must also school from home. And so having a little bit of extra financial stability has let me have the peace of mind to focus on my studies and on my family. As an older student continuing her education, I feel like I have been given a second chance, and as a full-time student I've done my best to immerse myself in all of my coursework, and I'm finding horticulture to be filled with opportunities and filled with excitement and encouragement. I have been so inspired by Chemeketa's horticulture program that I decided to continue on to OSU in the fall to get my bachelor's in horticulture there. It is my goal to become a master gardener myself and to work in a public garden that serves its community and inspires its visitors to never stop learning and to stay curious. I want to thank the donors from the Polk County Master Gardeners Association from the bottom of my heart. The scholarship has meant so much to me this year. And thank you to everyone who donates to the Chemeketa Foundation, because it's people like you who enable us to achieve our dreams and to be the person that we have the potential to be. So thank you so much. Thank you.
This year I received Bob's 19-cent hamburger scholarship, and I am extremely grateful for that. Growing up, my parents didn't have much money, so it's something I naturally stress about. As much as I wish I didn't, I do. And one of the big stressors for me about college is like being able to afford it. And to me, this scholarship means that I can focus more on my academics and getting good grades and less about worrying about, how I'm going to pay for it and all that. And it means so much to me because I feel like I can attain my goals easier and without as much stress than I would have before receiving the scholarship. In the future, I want to be an engineer, and I want to give back to the community. I want to do things for people. I want to help people much like Bob has helped me. And with this scholarship, I'm a little bit closer to doing that. So I just want to personally thank you, Bob, for giving me this opportunity. Words cannot describe how grateful I am. So instead, I'll show you by becoming a successful engineer. Thank you very much.
This scholarship has meant a lot to me, mostly because at the beginning of the year, me and my family were all diagnosed with COVID-19. And so it was a very hard time for us because we had no source of income. We couldn't pay our bills. And honestly, without this scholarship, I would have probably stopped my career in college. And thankfully, because of this opportunity that I got, able to continue studying, and I was able to work a little bit to help my family out and not having to worry as much about paying for school. And so that definitely gave me a lot of relief.
Hello, my name is Noel Briseño. I am a sophomore at Chemeketa Community College. I am enrolled in the Computer Automated Drafting program, and I have been very fortunate to have received the Cascade Steel Rolling Mill Scholarship. The scholarship has played a very big part in my success at Chemeketa, in that I was able to focus on my learning rather than my finances. This pandemic hasn't helped my situation. It has been very hard on many of us, and I know many have been affected financially, physically, and emotionally. But I will not let this pandemic hinder my goals nor my classmates' goals. It is my goal to be the first in my family to graduate college and to obtain my associate's degree in drafting. I hope to play a big part in the construction of a better and brighter future for all of us. And this scholarship has been a great help in letting me get to that goal. I would once again like to thank the great folks at Cascade Steel for granting me this great scholarship and for being a great part of our community. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Yuriko Sanchez. This is my third year at Chemeketa, and I'm currently enrolled to get my AAOT, which will help me transfer over to Western Oregon University here in the next year. I received the Clint Foundation Scholarship, and it helped me so much just because it relieved a lot of stress and pressure that I was going through, just because I felt like I had to work a lot to pay off school. It helped me relieve all that stress just because I knew that I could focus on my work and studying, and it made me better overall. I want to thank the Clint Foundation Scholarship donors for their help and support. This will help me in the future because I am planning to transfer over to Western Oregon University. I am going into a career which will help me go and give back to my community, and I'll be doing ASL interpreting. I once again want to thank the Clint Foundation Scholarship donors for their help, and thank you so much.
Hello, Chemeketa, and hello, Chemeketa Scholarship recipients. I'm glad to be here with you at the STARS reception. Certainly everyone watching cares about student success, and it was certainly student success that brought me to Chemeketa what feels like 100 years ago. But when I hear the particular stories of Chemeketa students, I feel ready to go back to work again to support your dreams. I'm Gretchen Schutte. I worked at Chemeketa in the 90s as Dean of Humanities, Sciences, and Learning Assistance after having worked at Lynn Benton Community College. After working at Chemeketa, I also worked at Mount Hood Community College, at Oregon State University, go Beavers, and at Gresham Barlow School District. But I will be forever grateful for the opportunity to come back to Chemeketa and again be part of the Chemeketa family in 2001. My greatest claim to Chemeketa fame is being able to contribute to writing the Chemeketa alma mater, We Are Chemeketa. It certainly embodies the values of the college, and I hope you get to sing it sometime if you haven't already. When I was at Chemeketa, I was able to establish several scholarships. And last year, many years after I retired, I established the George Floyd Scholarship at Chemeketa Community College. I believe in the power of scholarships to help people in our community, certainly young people, older people, people with families, men and women who want to make a difference for themselves, for their families, and for their communities wherever they might be. And so I want to particularly thank donors, but also staff and leadership in the foundation and in the college for helping to make this whole scholarship effort possible and successful. But I want to end by thanking the scholarship recipients, what they have contributed to this powerful place of peace and learning. So thank you, and I hope even after you leave Chemeketa that you will continue to contribute to Chemeketa and to her students. But let's now hear from some more recipients of scholarship awards.
Hello, my name is Anna Shuai, and this is my second year at Chemeketa. My field of study is just getting my AAOT, and then after this I'm planning on going to Oregon State University to finish up my bachelor's in biohealth science. The scholarship that I received was the George Floyd Memorial Scholarship, and this scholarship has helped me a lot. Since I'm a biohealth science major, I'm taking a lot of science courses and science sequences, so it's really difficult to understand these without the help of tools such as like a microscope and expensive textbooks. And this scholarship helped me to sort of relieve the worries and the stress about how I was going to pay for it and focus more on getting the best grades and understanding these subjects to the full. And so for that, I would like to say thank you to Gretchen Schutte for establishing and donating to the scholarship. You have helped to play a part in my future. You have helped to make this unique school year a little bit better. And so for that, I thank you.
Hi, my name is Abigail, and I started attending Chemeketa back in 2014, right after high school. And although I've taken a few years off, I will be graduating this spring term. And then I will be going and getting a bachelor's in elementary education. I got the Abeen Education Scholarship, and the scholarship has meant so much to me in many different ways. This year has been crazy, and it was really nice to feel like someone was rooting for me on my side while I continued working towards my goals and dreams. I look forward to being an educator and a role model in my community, and for that I want to say thank you to all the donors for the Abeen Education Scholarship, because I feel like without it, it would have been a lot harder this year. So yeah, thank you.
This scholarship encouraged me to work more, to work hard, to fulfill my dream, and which is to pursue my bachelor and master degree in accounting. And you don't know how I felt so happy when I received the congratulation email that I got this scholarship. It helped me a lot through this year, and I would like again to thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Alexis Jacobucci, and I'm currently a sophomore here at Chemeketa. I'm currently pursuing a degree in biohealth sciences at OSU while I'm dual enrolled here at Chemeketa. Previously, I would have to work and juggle all my class duties, such as homework, labs, meeting with classmates, and actually attending class. Getting this award has allowed me to cut down on the amount of hours I have to work. So now I only have to work weekends, where previously I'd have to work throughout the week. This has allowed me this has prevented me from getting burned out on my studies, and has actually made me excited to go to school and not have to worry about paying for all my class fees and books and all that. I plan to get a doctor of pharmacy after I finish my undergraduate degree. Thank you to Chemeketa staff and community for supporting this scholarship.
The main reason why the scholarship meant so much to me is not only because of the past events of George Floyd, but like the hundreds of Black individuals that have been oppressed historically, either through slavery or other forms of racism. I want to thank the donors for choosing me, more than just for winning, but being able to really empower people like myself that don't really get creative control or positions of leadership in their community or in larger or in government related as government related officials or any form of leadership. So it's like a huge honor to be able to have a position like this as a minority, but also as someone in the LGBTQ community.
Hi, my name's Dr. Jill Rupert. I'm a professor in the English program at Chemeketa, and I've been teaching here for 18 years. I went to college because that's what people in my family did, and my dad didn't give me a choice. I had to go to college, and I was lucky enough to go to graduate school, and I had good family support the whole way. A lot of our students don't enjoy that privilege. It's fascinating to me and awe-inspiring to me to see how our students work so hard to get their education while they're working full-time or even more than full-time, while they're raising children or managing family businesses. I'm actually in complete awe of what they can accomplish and the amazing things that they do. I love teaching critical writing and critical thinking because the world of ideas should be available to everyone, and students know how to do these things. It's just exciting to help them burnish their skills and start to understand the power they can have as they interact with information and ideas in the world and clearly explain their own ideas in college essays and then in the workplace and as they continue working for their degrees. The Chemeketa Foundation provides so many scholarships for students that help them allay the costs of going to Chemeketa and paying for books and paying for fees. My program, led by my colleague Daniel Couch, started our own scholarship 3 years ago. Many of us have a monthly deduction taken out of our paycheck or a yearly deduction. The foundation can do it either way. It's incredibly easy. And all that money gets put together in a fund. And then each year we read applications from students who want to be English majors and select one and an alternate to receive the money. It is such a thrill to watch the students receive that money, to hear back from them, and to know that we're helping smooth the road just a little bit for those students. It's really easy to contribute to a Chemeketa Foundation scholarship. I hope maybe you'll consider doing that. And now, here are a couple of students who received faculty and staff supported scholarships this year.
The scholarship I was able to receive is the Humble Scholarship for English Majors, and it means a lot to receive this scholarship because I had some time where I transferred a term late, so I wasn't able to get the benefits of having a full ride at Chemeketa, so I had to pay everything out of pocket with my own money. And it was pretty difficult working a minimum wage job and having most of my check being taken out so I could pay for my education every term. But for this scholarship, I was able to get half of it covered, so I'm not in such a financial situation where most of my check would be gone, but be able to still benefit and trying to save up my money and able to receive the scholarship. My goals for the future is to complete the last 2 years at college at University of Oregon for my English major, and after hopefully getting a job at a publishing company would be amazing. And that's so far my goals right now for the future. And I would also like to thank again the Humble Scholarship for English Majors for giving me the scholarship. Thank you.
This is my 3rd year at Chemeketa, and I've been studying in the program of multimedia. And I'd just like to say I am very thankful for the LGBTQ Alliance scholarship that I've received this year, as it really means a lot to me, especially since losing my financial aid during the start of this year. I've been struggling to make payments for Chemeketa, especially in continuing school when this was my final year for completing my area of study. And when I got the email notification saying that I was accepted into with the scholarship, I was super ecstatic. With that, I was able to actually after this term, I will officially be graduated, and I'm so thankful. Especially since, like, with my goal, like, for the future, I'm going to go and transfer over to a college in Portland to complete my multimedia degree and hopefully getting my bachelor's. I just want to say thank you again for the LGBT Alliance Scholarship, as without that, I wouldn't have made it this far.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie McBride, and I'm currently in my first year at Chemeketa. I decided to pursue an education in political science and criminal justice, and I'm currently working on my AAOT degree with Chemeketa, with plans to transfer to Willamette University after 2 years. After I receive my bachelor's degree, I'd like to pursue a position within the state or local government. Living through the pandemic this past year has hit families extremely hard, physically, mentally, and financially. I know for me, it was one of the most difficult years of my life. Without the help I received from the child care scholarship donors, I wouldn't have been able to afford to continue my education during this time. I have 2 beautiful children, and the child care scholarship widens the doors of possibilities for my family and myself. That's one of the greatest gifts a person could receive. I want my children to see that any dream, regardless of how big or small, can be reached with determination and hard work. I want to say thank you to all the donors who support the child care scholarships at Chemeketa. Thank you for contributing to my success on this academic journey. If it weren't for people like you, this would not be possible. As a full-time mother, employee, and now student, this will be one of the most significant accomplishments in my life, and I have you to thank for helping to make my dreams come true. So thank you again.
I just want to say thank you to the child care scholarship donors. You've helped me to pursue my dream to become an engineer, a civil engineer with a focus on water resources. I just want to be able to help those that need clean water around the world. And just through your support, I've been able to help pay for childcare this year, as I've got a family. I've got 2 kids, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and I'm also married, and my wife is working during this time. So you've just been able to help me to be able to go to school and be able to just pursue my dream.
Understanding that I was able to get this scholarship and this opportunity when others didn't help push me through when I started to feel that I couldn't continue with school. This is one of the many obstacles that this scholarship has helped me overcome. One of the biggest ones has also been due to the coronavirus not having adequate resources to do online school. Thanks to this scholarship, I was able to afford a Chromebook as a broke college student, which helped me be able to take my online classes and continue to pursue my degree where before I might not have been able to.
Hola, my name is Sotilia Morales, and I'm the scholarship coordinator for the Chemeketa Foundation. I've been in this position for 19 and a half years. Throughout the years, I have met a lot of students and heard their stories. Some of them are starting over because they got a divorce and are now single parents. Some are unemployable because they have no job skills or work at a job earning minimum wage and can't make ends meet. And some of them attending college is only a dream. Their parents or siblings didn't attend college, so they have no idea where to start or how to pay for college. After high school, if they graduate, they end up working farm labor along with the parents. Scholarships for first-generation students are important to help them believe and to make college possible. Not only does it help them pay for college, but students say when they receive a scholarship, it makes them feel someone believes in them. The foundation is committed to supporting underrepresented and first-generation students at Chemeketa who are working to make a difference in our community. Here are just a few of the many students working to make a difference this year.
Hi, my name is Erika Anguiano. I am a sophomore at Chemeketa, and I will be graduating at the end of spring term. My program of study is social work, and my goal for the future is to become a licensed clinical social worker. My biggest dream is to open a nonprofit organization which will focus on helping those in my community that come from low economic backgrounds. I have received the Herrera Latinx Legacy Scholarship. As a first-generation college student, this scholarship means so much to me because it has helped me overcome many of the financial hardships that I face. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to all the donors who help support the Herrera Latinx Legacy Scholarship.
Hi, my name is Cesar Chavez, and this is my second year at Chemeketa Community College. I am in the Human Service Program, and I'm studying to become a drug and alcohol counselor. I received the Clyde Latino Scholarship this year. This scholarship has been a blessing because it helped me in a variety of ways. I was able to purchase a laptop, ink, and paper, which was beneficial for remote learning this year. My son just started kindergarten this year, and having extra money gave me the opportunity to stay home instead of look for a part-time job and assist him in his learning as well. I was in the honor roll each term, and my son excelled in his learning as well. I should be done with my associate's in addiction studies in the fall, but I plan to dual enroll at Western Oregon University as well. I plan to pursue a degree in psychology at Western. My goal is to assist and support people in recovery and making better choices, thereby improving their lives, not just for themselves, but their families as well. Again, I want to thank the Clyde Latino Scholarship Committee and all the donors who support students at Chemeketa. Scholarships like these are instrumental in changing lives and gives incredible support to student parents like myself.
Hi, my name is Amy Dudley. I am a senior here at Chemeketa. I am currently in the Law Enforcement Related Experience Program and the Corrections Related Experience Program. The scholarship has really meant a lot to me because through the pandemic, I had to decide between my education and my job. And going into law enforcement, it takes a lot of time, a lot of commitment, and I have a family. I have a daughter and a fiance. So we had to really think about how important my education was and how that was going to look in the future. And because of this scholarship, I was able to pay for a large chunk of my tuition and quit my job and focus on my education, which was really a blessing. I'm very, very grateful to Bobby and John Clyde, who established this scholarship. Really, I couldn't have continued my education without it. I'm currently reserved for Yamhill County Sheriff, and I've been nominated the president of the LEAR program. And I wouldn't have been able to do any of that stuff if I didn't have the help that I had by receiving the scholarship. So I'm very hopeful for my future. I graduate here in June, and because of this scholarship and the Chemeketa Foundation, I'm going to be able to go into my career with a degree, with all the knowledge and experience that I wanted to have, and I'm very grateful. So thank you.
Hello, my name is Monique Ibarra, and I am a second-year student here at Chemeketa Community College. I am currently enrolled in the Health Information Management program, where I am hoping this coming June to be able to obtain my associate's degree and be completely done with school. I am very appreciative of the opportunities that have come my way, specifically being awarded the Paul and Carol Manka First Generation Scholarship. Now, this scholarship is awarded to first generation college students. And as a person in my 30s, it's interesting to kind of look back and really meditate and think, yeah, I'm actually the first person in my family to go to college. And I feel like this is such a huge step and a milestone in my life. And as somebody who is in their 30s, I am learning still to balance work, family, and school. And it hasn't always been easy, but having this scholarship has eased that burden of thinking, where am I going to find money to pay for classes or maybe find money to pay for books? And being able to have donors like yourselves to think about other people and other generations, it really means a lot. And so I just want to say thank you so much. I hope that I can continue my education and to really give back to the world and give back to the community just like you guys have done. So again, I do want to thank Paul and Carol for your generous donation and helping me pay for my schooling. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
What this scholarship means to me is to remember to set an example for leadership, and it has actually inspired me to pursue becoming a superintendent at 4-H for KBs and rabbits. And it has also helped me to pay for my tuition and books at Chemeketa. My future goals are to become a registered art therapist so I can pursue helping people through psychology while still be able to do art. And I would like to thank Cheryl Roberts and her husband, Miller Adams, with honor and respect for example of leadership set by their parents. Thank you.
My name is Jacqueline Garcia, and this is my son, Matthew. I am at Chemeketa Community College. It's my second year being in the Anesthesia Technologist program. I am graduating this June. I received the Paul and Carol Manka Scholarship, and I want to say thank you for your guys' support. This scholarship went towards my son for childcare, and I just want to say I am so grateful for your guys' generosity. If it wasn't for people like you guys, I wouldn't be in this position that I am at right now. And I am just extremely proud and excited because I am the first person in my family to graduate college. So thank you so much for making this a reality and a goal accomplished in my journey. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Chad Neslin, and my connection to Chemeketa Community College spans 40 years, all the way back to when I can remember as a child, my dad, Larry Neslin, heading to teach math lab every week at the McMinnville campus. And since my dad's passing in 2008, his friends and colleagues have established a mathematics scholarship in his memory to honor his legacy as an amazing teacher at Chemeketa. I value higher education and specifically community colleges because they give students an opportunity for a better life, empowerment to start a new chapter, and chart a new path, and to make lifelong connections. I support my dad's scholarship because I believe in continuing his legacy of believing in others and being the positive change in the world we wish to see. My family is committed to supporting students at Chemeketa, and especially those in the Yamhill Valley community, where my dad taught for so many years. And next up, you will hear from a few other students who are benefiting from scholarships from the Yamhill Valley students. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Brian Covarrubias. I'm currently in my third year at Chemeketa Community College. I'm working on my goal to become a nurse soon. I received Give a Little scholarship, and I'm so thankful for that, because they helped me financially to achieve my goals and dreams. Thank you to the Give a Little Foundation for making this scholarship possible. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Justin Vito. I'm a sophomore at Chemeketa studying computer information systems, and I received the Trumbo Low Family Scholarship. This scholarship means a lot to me because it allows me to focus on my studies without having to worry about how my education would be paid for. It also means a lot to me because it allows me the opportunity to be the first person in my family to achieve a college degree. I plan to use my degree to pursue a career in network security. I'm very grateful to Mark and Jennifer Trumbo for their generosity and their support.
Hi, my name is Mari Cruz Peña. I want to start by expressing my gratitude for selecting me to receive the Rosa Scholarship. This will be my second year as a full-time and online student at Chemeketa Community College. My academic goals are to get my master's in accounting at the University of Oregon after I obtain my AAOT. As a single parent to an 11-year-old, especially during this pandemic, has been very difficult. The Rosa Scholarship was able to relieve some of the financial hardships. The Rosa Scholarship made it possible for me to emphasize my time on my studies and prioritize school over work. Thanks to this scholarship, I was able to purchase books, supplies, and even receive academic recognition for having a 4.0 GPA. Thank you for making my dreams attainable. This scholarship was a huge blessing, especially during this pandemic. I hope for one day to be on the other side of the table and pass on such kindness.
Hi there, my name is William Button and I'm currently a civil engineering student here at Chemeketa Community College. This is actually my second year at Chemeketa. And I got an email a couple weeks ago saying that I had received the Larry Neslin Memorial Scholarship, and I just want to use this video to say thank you so much for choosing me and blessing me with that fantastic financial aid. I have career goals to become a civil engineer. I've chosen that pathway just because I've always had a passion for math and science, and it's a great career field in order to exercise those two skills in order to and also like benefit society as well. This scholarship is going to allow me to be able to focus more on my academics. I'm currently funding my educational goals by going to work at Dallas Dutch Bros, and it's a great job for sure, but whenever a scholarship comes my way, it's a huge blessing. So again, I just want to thank Larry Neslin and his friends and family who honor him through this scholarship, because by doing so, they're helping me achieve my educational and career goals. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Jamie Wenigman, and I'm the Director of Development for the Chemeketa Foundation. In my 7 years with the foundation, I've seen thousands of students benefit from the generosity of our donors through scholarships and emergency fund support. Without you, many of our students would have been left behind and unable to achieve their dreams. We're so proud of the strength of this year's scholarship recipients. It's been a tough year with many challenges and obstacles. With the help of donors like you, they've made it through. I wish we could share the stories from all 400 plus recipients this year, but please enjoy this small showcase of just a few more of this year's recipients whose lives have been improved because of you. Thank you.
I am a single parent, which means I do have to work still, but the scholarship allows me to maybe not pick that extra shift and spend that time with my children instead, given the time or dedication that they need, as well as maybe a couple hours of extra studying that are always helpful. And I would like to thank all the other donors for taking the time to believe in us and just kind of betting on us as we continue with this path on our education. Thank you.
What this scholarship has meant for me is a lot. It's allowed me to be calm in the hard times that we're facing, just knowing that I have support from a donor that I have no face-to-face contact with right now, but I still have the support, so it makes me feel like I can do a lot more things. And I just want to let you guys know that my future goals are to be able to transfer over to U of O and continue with the architecture program there, but also just like be doing a job that I love personally, which is designing, whether it be being as a draftsman or as an architect, but I love both of those. And finally, I just want to give a huge thanks to all the donors that support the Gregory Wineland Memorial Scholarship and support all the architecture students. It means a lot, and I just want to say thank you again.
It just takes away pressure in my life, so I don't have to focus on how I'm going to make the payments for school, and instead I can focus on the actual school of electricity.
Hi, my name is Kelly Oliveris, and I'm going into my second year at Chemeketa, and I received the Yamhill Child Care Scholarship last year. It has really helped me to progress through my college classes without having the burden of financial difficulties, and I really appreciate it, and I'm happy to be doing this and achieving my goals. Last year I was going for my exercise science degree, and I've switched it now over to nursing, so I hope to get my family nurse practitioner degree in the near future.
The Dick and Betty O'Brien Scholarship
helps me fund that, and it provides the financial assistance to make the burden a little less. I just want to thank all of the donors who support horticulture scholarships, and I especially want to thank the donors who support the Chemeketa Foundation scholarships and the Dick and Betty O'Brien Horticulture Scholarship. Thank you. Your generosity is greatly appreciated.
Hello, my name is Alberto Sandoval. This is my last term at Chemeketa Community College. I will receive my AAOT this spring. I also received the Paul and Carol Manca First Generation Scholarship. This scholarship has helped me to overcome financial barriers in order to complete my degree. In the future, I'm planning to go to Willamette University.
I'm working on being a counselor. I really want to get the degree in clinical social work so I can be a bit better than just a counselor and offer resources to many different people who are going to meet them and many different clients that I'm going to have. I also want to use that degree if I don't fall in love with the job of being a counselor, instead being somebody who can do social work and just really make a difference no matter what my job is and where my career actually goes. I really just want to be able to use my degree to make that difference. And the difference I really want to make is helping others. I've had times where I've needed help and where I've struggled with my mental health, and having people who are there by your side supporting you and having professionals that are there to listen to you has made all the difference. I also want to be able to take care of my family. My family's always been there for me, especially my mom, who's always supported me, and I want to pay that back to her and be able to take care of her. So thank you to Ted and thank you to Janet who fund this scholarship, because it's really made a difference in my life.
Hi, my name is Sonia Vasquez, and I am currently a third-year student at Chemeketa Community College. I am studying to hopefully become a dental hygienist. It has been a lifelong dream of mine, and although there were obstacles along the way, I unfortunately was not accepted into the program, but I plan to reapply next year. But I did want to continue my education, so I decided to apply to the dental assisting program, and I am so glad I did. I'll be graduating this June, and I also was fortunate enough to have been chosen for the Vasquez Cooper Foundation Scholarship. This scholarship has meant a lot to me because these are really hard times that we are all going through, and I come from a big family, so it's always been hard for me to have the opportunity to do things, but my parents have always done their best to give us the best that they could. So I want to say thank you so much to the donors of the scholarship. It means the world to me, and it's getting me one step closer to achieving my dreams.
It's been really crazy with COVID lately, and I'm raising my 8-year-old granddaughter, so it's been super hard, especially with homeschooling. I was in the workforce for a long time, and the company that I worked for went bankrupt and closed after existing a very long time. So I was kind of at a point in my life where I wasn't sure how to continue. I wanted to go back to school, but I wasn't sure that I could afford it. I'm a single parent, and raising an 8-year-old, you have daycare and extra food costs and all kinds of extra costs. So it was a hard decision, but I'm very glad that I made it. I have 2 terms left, and I'm just very excited for my future. I'm hoping to get a job at a clinic or even at the Salem Hospital here in town. I just want to thank anybody offering scholarships to parents who are trying to go back to school. It's so important, and for me, I had always had the same, basic general office jobs my whole life, and these scholarships have helped me finish school, and I see a ton of doors opening for me.
We've come to the end of our program, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to our scholarship recipients and our donors. Chemeketa Foundation scholarships do change lives, as you've seen. If you'd like to learn more and become a donor yourself, please visit chemeketa.thankyouforcaring.org. And next year, we hope to see you all in person at our 2022 Chemeketa Stars reception. Thanks for tuning in.